Time to talk about the New England Patriots. Are they not as invincible in the clutch as they've always been? This is Cold Hard Football Facts on Football Nation. Hi everybody, I'm Butch Stearns, Kerry Byrne of Cold Hard Football Facts alongside. Kerry, we're here in New England. We're Patriots fans. We grew up that way. Since Tom Brady has been here, people outside of New England call him lucky. We call them clutch. All of a sudden, we saw a game last week that the numbers say it's making us think a little differently.
Well, the loss to the Cardinals was momentous for a couple reasons. One, the first home debut loss for the Patriots since Tom Brady's been quarterback. Not only that, though, the first time they lost a game because of a botched clutch kick since 1999. Remember, 1999, Pete Carroll was the coach in New England. Tom Brady was getting ready to play Alabama in the Orange Bowl at the University of Michigan. It's been a long time, and if you look, people always said, well, Tom Brady's lucky. Well, you look at the list of quarterbacks who had games blown because of missed kicks. Peyton Manning, 6 of them. Drew Brees, 6 of them. Aaron Rodgers, 3 of them, and less than half the time at quarterback. Joe Flacco, 2, including the AFC title game last year where he should have gone on to the Super Bowl, but a blown kick, blew that opportunity. And Tom Brady against the Cardinals, the first time they've lost a game on a blown kick in his career.
So last Sunday, Stephen Gostkowski misses a 42-yard field goal. And again, let's get right to this number.
Yeah.
It lost them the game. There have been missed kicks before with Tom Brady as quarterback where it went into overtime. They could have won the game, but this one is the only one that they've lost a game by missing.
Which is almost amazing that all that time. So it does lend some credence to the fact that people say, well, Tom Brady has this incredible fourth quarter record, comeback record, but he actually has benefited from great clutch kicking throughout his career. It's not a knock on him, he's still got the team in position, but it is unusual to go 13 years and not blow a game on a kick. So that game was historic, almost a historic loss, and in some ways shattered that aura of invincibility that the Patriots always come through in the clutch. It was the one game they won every statistical battle, and they lost the battle of situational football that they always excel at. Kind of a concerning loss, I think, if you're a Patriots fan.
It brings us right back to the decision Bill Belichick made a while ago when he drafted Stephen Gostkowski high and let Adam Vinatieri walk to the Indianapolis Colts. The greatest clutch kicker in the history of football, one of the greatest clutch athletes in the history of Boston sports. But when you look at the numbers, it is true. Gostkowski, nobody is Adam Vinatieri.
Well, kind of the karmic irony of Gostkowski missing that kick was at about the same time, Vinatieri was booting a 53-yarder at the end of regulation. Ageless Adam Vinatieri to lift the Colts to a last-second victory, the first win for Andrew Luck. But in actuality, Gostkowski's been just as good in the clutch. He's hit a higher average percentage of his kicks from a longer distance. The difference is he hasn't done it in the big moments, hasn't done it in the Super Bowl. Nobody's ever going to match that legend of Vinatieri. I don't know if anyone will ever have the chance to deliver in clutch moments like that. And if they do, will they be able to deliver? But for the most part, Gostkowski is delivered. The thing is, in some of those games, he might have delivered a game-winning, game-tying kick at the end of regulation, which we call a clutch kick, but they've lost the game. As we pointed out, the Patriots are only 5-5 in those games where he did hit the clutch kick. So other factors at work here, and it's going to be hard for anyone ever to replicate kind of the legend of Vinatieri and how they won so many tight games on big kicks.
It'll be interesting, especially with Tom Brady as quarterback. What your numbers tell me, it'll be interesting to see what happens the next time this situation comes up, because the Patriots have always responded to adversity in a good way. They've always responded to success in a good way. But now they're facing something a little different than they've faced in a long time.
Yeah, no, they are. And, clutchness is something we chronicle each week. Captain Comeback, Scott Kazmar, one of our great contributors. You can go to Cold Hard Football Facts, check out his story with all the data of every single clutch kick, and not only that, every clutch comeback for every player, every quarterback, every kicker. It's some fascinating data, and you just have to wonder, is that aura of invincibility, the Patriots will always come through in the clutch, has that changed after this loss?
The numbers that correlate to victory, that's what Cold Hard Football Facts is all about. You can become a Cold Hard Football Facts insider for a lot less than you think. Just check it out at coldhardfootballfacts.com.